So you've just purchased a new ATV. Some things we need to go over. First off, in order to start the vehicle, you must make sure that all switches are correct. Key switch to on, bike in neutral, kill switch to the run position. Safety lanyard has to be in place and firmly pushed down. Gas, front brake, rear brake. We recommend premium gas in all of these, and this is very important. This tube is called a vent tube. It must be in place, otherwise gas will splash out of the tank when hard cornering, and if plugged, it will not let gas into the motor. Over here is a fuel cutoff. And while we're here, important information you need to know about a manual choke on the side of the carb. So these are very cold-natured animals, so they like a long period of time to warm up. So if it's hard to start, you want to raise the choke to fully closed. And when you get it started, or if it doesn't start, want to quite start, I would go, say, maybe halfway back from fully off. So you want to try it there. And in order to do that, you must hold a brake in. And for the ATVs, we recommend that you hold the back brake in because it will stop the driven wheel. If you hold the front brake, this motor's got enough power just to shove it right into whatever's in front of it. The back tire, the back wheels being braked there, will actually stop the motor from pushing it any further. Okay, so I'm holding the rear brake, and I'm going to push the key, or the start switch here, on the handlebar. It's running a little rough right now, so I'm going to take this choke lever, push it down. It's already fully warmed up. Now, after that choke lever is down a few times, or a few minutes, you want to let it warm up a good minute or two after the choke lever goes all the way down before you actually ride it. Okay. It's important that you never ride the vehicle with the choke in the up position or on. It will foul the plugs out and run terrible. Next, customer responsibilities. These bikes do have a 12-volt battery right here underneath the seat, and that can be accessed by pulling a little lever, and the seats go back in by sliding this little bar here up underneath this bar here. So once that's slid up underneath there, you want to go down and forward to lock it in place. And again, here's that lever. Okay, customer responsibilities. It is the customer's responsibility to adjust the chain if it gets loose. This is currently properly adjusted. But to adjust the chain, you will loosen this bolt here, the two on top, and you're going to follow these here down to the next set of bolts that you need to loosen. Then you'll take these lock screws loose, or lock nuts, and you'll spin this in like a half a turn. You'll want to spin this one a half a turn. That will keep your axle aligned to the bike. After you're done getting your chain tension back, you want to lock these down. Then we want to lock these down. And you want to just snug your lock nut back up here. These don't actually hold it from the alignment. These are just to adjust the alignment. And the lock screws are only to keep the hardware in place. Okay. Lubrication of the chain is performed by spraying about this much of the chain, about 6 inches, with a good chain lube or chain wax. And that's periodically, whenever the chain you don't want to let the chain get dry. Okay. Other things that happen, sometimes these nuts right here on the bottom of the muffler come loose. These bikes are on the dirt, and they vibrate a lot. So these are all things that the customer should take care of, and periodically check by putting your finger on these. If they feel loose, then you should tighten them. And that goes for anything else in here. Okay, that about covers it for now. Any other things that need to be gone over will be gone over by your salesman, and if you have any questions for us, you can always feel free to call us.